Okay, so a little bit more in depth here into the surron drag bike. It's a Lightweight build. It's ready now to actually hit the full 0 to top speed and the half-mile run in the little area that I can test it at. I just got to find time. I'll switch the camera around now so and give a little explanation. So there it is. You got the coolers at the front. Half of that is fan driven with a Spal 4-inch fan. Is the highest air flowing fan you can get for that size, and then the top one is left empty as the airflow will come piling through when you're up to speed to cool that anyway. So we only need to run one high power fan for there, and it is plenty when you feel the suction. You can feel the air coming out of the side there, which is good because that's what it was designed for, when it sucks the air, so that's somewhere to escape, and also underneath. But it's mainly out these sides where it can escape from. Obviously the airflow, when it passes in, hits the battery and comes down. It was guided out and around the sides of the battery and out of them holes. Now we have one massive pack in there that goes all the way from the top all the way to the bottom. This guard here is made up separately and it just clips in and bolts in at the top. You can't see it there, but bolt in up there just behind the stabilizer. Now to come down, I have got standard like BMX type pegs on there, just because I needed to get them as low as possible and get rid of the old peg position. I had to chop off the old peg position mount anyway to make the swing arm and get that fit in. Now in the swing arm it also comes with a bolt in capable pack. Now you can probably fit if you've got high power cells, 72 volt in them pouch cell types, 550 amp in both of them, and run 2 separate controllers and 2 separate batteries, and that would be hectic. But for how I've designed it, for what I was building, because I will use that pack in my surron separately afterwards, and it will be sold with just the single pack, with the single pack in there, or an option with an extra pack in there for an extra couple of grand, because that's how much they cost. Now I ended up getting an EV surron controller. 6 months of pain I've been through with these controllers for drivers, and the associate motor, because that one was flogged. But it's working now. I'm not going to harp on about it too much. So it's an EV surron controller with an upgraded power board and special firmware, and that's where it's at. It's got race firmware on there and upgraded 160V caps in the actual motherboard. Now yeah, it's a Socian SHR01 motor with a peak rating of 80 kilowatt and continuous at 40, but it has seen 100 off me personally, so that's tested. There's data for that. This is a Honda Grom front end. I had to mess around and make up it fit the actual surron stem. I made up a little bit of a wind deflector there just to spread the wind around, and it works a treat, to be fair. Now where else am I at? That's probably it. I made the subframe and everything else, but yeah, I'll just stop there because I can hear someone coming on a bike. Oh, they're just on the track. It's not for me, so I won't stop there. Yeah, I made up this little mud guard there just to stop the rubber coming back into here, but it still manages to hit the seat and hit me in the back, so I'll probably just extend a little bit of rubber just to stop that rubber hitting you on the back when you're on the track. Yeah, that's basically it so far. Obviously I made a custom swing arm, and yeah, everything's custom basically. The frame's stock, I made everything else, and I made everything else fit. And then I put my tune on there, what I put on, but it is EV surron's firmware. But yeah, it's got my tune on. I had to put a 96 volt converter on to run these fans in the cooler. Looks like there's a little bubble in the system there. It's probably fill up in there. Let's turn it on and see if that gets rid of it. Yeah, that's flowing through there, so they'll get the bubbles out eventually. That's the bike on as well. That's it, 2 switches I want on and off. Wanted to keep the handlebars clean and tidy. And then yeah, the switch is down there, just out the way, so everything's just fresh up the front and there's not a load of shit everywhere. It's running a Kawasaki Ninja shower shock that is fully adjustable up in there. This does come apart, that tips off, this flips up so I can adjust it. It's all made to be easily accessible, unlike most bikes and cars, but that's it. And yeah, that's a little that's just like part rev, man. The thing revs right out. But yeah, there it is. Hopefully we'll get to testing it this week. We'll find out its top speed. Predicted top speed is 200 km an hour, hopefully more. But it's already the fastest and the quickest surron in the world. It has done 0 to 60 miles an hour in 2.9 seconds. And yeah, it's already beat the 8th mile, and that was braking for the last quarter of that 8th. So it's going to smash the records when I actually get it on the strip. And it's already got the top speed of 130 miles an hour, which should be best, and I'm peaking hopefully 120 miles an hour, maybe more. But yeah, it definitely revs out more now with that controller, and pulls an extra like 30 kilowatt than what it was before. So it's definitely into the controller and the firmware and everything like that is what made the difference. So there you have it. Let's get it tested hopefully this week. We can see where we're at.